Interest rates are finally coming down. They're at the lowest that they've been in over a year, and housing inventory is finally starting to climb. So what does that mean for actual home prices? Are they going to drop? Are they going to plummet? Are they going to hold steady? Or are they going to continue to increase? A couple things to consider. So number one, the housing market is actually in a good place considering what has happened since the pandemic. Actually, since the housing crisis back in '08 and '09. So all of these mortgages that are out there, these are good mortgages. These lenders have had to abide by these underwriting guidelines to ensure something called ATR, which is ability to repay on qualified mortgages. This helps ensure that when an economy does start to go downhill, that the majority of these people getting these mortgages can still afford to make those payments. And because so many people can continue to make their payments, even though the economy is likely to be getting harder, that means that you don't have lending institutions foreclosing on these properties and adding a surplus to the housing inventory, which leads me to supply and demand. When there is a surplus, a skyrocket in housing inventory, that is a surplus in supply. Whenever there's a surplus in supply, then the cost, the demand is going to be relatively low. And whenever that happens, that is when prices go down. And that is not happening this time, folks. Even though the housing inventory is steadily going up, the Fed is actually doing a really good job at managing this so that the housing inventory doesn't skyrocket, again, with respect to demand and causing housing prices to plummet. That's not going to happen this time. So even with interest rates finally starting to cool off a little bit and housing inventory starting to go up a little bit, if you see housing prices come down, it's likely just because it's the season. It's third quarter that we're going into. It's fourth quarter, which is always the slowest time of the year. Housing prices will start to cool off only because the demand for the existing inventory is starting to cool off. So here is how you can benefit from third and fourth quarter this year. Think of it this way. On September 18th, I believe, the Fed is very, very likely going to be announcing that they're going to cut the federal funds rate. If that happens, that'll be the first time that they've done that in, I believe, 2, if not 3 years. The mortgage rates will very likely follow suit and start to go down. So you're going to be getting the opportunity for a lower interest rate and lower home prices relative to where they're at right now. So in my perspective, based on everything that I just said and what I'm seeing in the market right now, your best opportunity to get the best bang for your buck is going to be quarter 3, quarter 4, 2024. Am I missing something? Do you disagree? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.